Check. All right, that works. Let's no messing around today. Woo. Welcome. Some piano in the background. Biak. Oh, wait. It's actually not being picked up. Every time my computer is like, hey, we need to restart for like an update, I'm like, you sure about that? And so I did it, and now I realize it messed up like all my default stuff. Give me a second here. Bonjour. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hawaiian shirts all around. Where is my, hang on, properties? No. Audio. Properties. Yeah, default. Thank you very much. There we go. Whew. Yeah, every time it wants to update, it's like, it's just bad news. It's not good. Also, Kronos, good morning. I don't know what was in the water yesterday for the Twitch side, but I think our best Twitch day ever. We got, let's see here, like 14 subscribers. I mean, there was a lot of gifted stuff, and it was because of the drops for 14, but holy shit. I felt like a real content creator and a Twitch streamer. Yeehaw. That was fun yesterday. But we are going to start off today. A little Guild Wars 3 news. Lana linked me the fact that they did drop a little bit of a blog, but also a video talking about the music. Now, I've watched it, and if you're interested in music, I'd give it a watch. Really, the only takeaway that I think the general masses should know is that they're kind of the music that they're going for is honoring the legacy here of Guild Wars 1, which was done by Jeremy Soule, the same guy who does The Elder Scrolls. So it's like a lot more whimsical. I like it. I dig it. Anyways, that's what they're going with. That's really all I really gleaned from the video and everything. 14 subs in the 14 stream. I didn't even put those two together, but yeah, that was wild yesterday. That was a lot of. After the stream, I was talking with my wife. I'm like, yeah, kind of popped off a little bit on the 14 stream. She's like, really? Why? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. That was fun. Now, I've been playing a lot of 14, but I think today's going to be the last day we stream 14 for a while, because we've been doing the new content, which is my favorite content in the game, which is, I am showing a lot of chests here. Let me just, one more button. I think that's appropriate. But we've been doing the new content, and it's all we've been working up to the final thing of this zone. It's all culminating in the Forked Tower magic. That's what it's called. And it's an exclusive instance dungeon that doesn't work like the traditional dungeons and raids in the game. Because you have to be in the zone, you have to be the appropriate level, and that's about it. And you gotta do all the quests for it. Very locked off. Yeah, I like the variety too. We're gonna keep it going, of course. Let's see here. We can exit out of that. I don't want to watch the full video. It's like 7 minutes long. I don't really think I have much commentary when it comes to music. It's like music good, music bad. That's all I got for you. I did take a music class in college. That was interesting. I do like how if you go idle in 14, the camera just kind of like pans around to interactable objects and like focuses them anyways. Yeah, 14's great. I love 14. But the thing about 14 is, unless you're like a hardcore player with like difficult content, it's almost like everything that they do add into the game, the shelf life on it is basically almost like a one and done. And that kind of sucks. And that has to do with like the reward structure and just how many times they like want you to like replay it. Luckily, all that content they usually add gets thrown into the duty roulette system, which goes on forever and ever. But if you just want to experience the new content and you're already caught up on, your tomes which are, facilitated by the duty roulette, anytime there's new content, it is just like you play it once, you maybe play it twice, but after that, it's like, what's the point? So 14 at this point for me is very much because I sit in the middle of the road. I'm not like a super casual player. I'm also not a hardcore player. I like the mid-core stuff. And the mid-core content we get like twice in an expansion. Expansions last like 2.5 years. So my content is very like spread out. But when it, drops, I go all in on it. Like we're doing with the North Horn here. And we started on Wednesday, we got Thursday, and then today. So 3 days of me playing the game like a lot, and then we'll basically kind of be done. There'll be like little things we can do after it, like finish leveling some phantom jobs, but other than like seeing new content, we've run dry all of a sudden again. It's kind of how 14 goes. So today everything culminates in the Forked Tower. We're here. I did some things while off stream. Let's just head in. But I did I leveled up all my gear to the current set, and I even got the +1 boots. So really the next thing to do is to upgrade everything else to +1. And what does this do for you? I don't know. It just gives you like special stats for this area. Now we have one thing left to do before we can be we can join the Forked Tower. And that is literally just get one more level. We are knowledge level 39. We need to hit 40. It's not going to take very long. I also thought, okay, if we're doing Forked Tower, it's new content. Dying is maybe an issue for new party members when it comes to new content. I thought, shit, we're going to need somebody that can res. Now I have a bunch of Phoenix Downs, which, these will res people, but they're slow to use. They have a cooldown on them. Not great. So I thought, okay, I picked up the Phantom Job White Mage. I'm not there yet, but at level 4, we get raise, which would be a good way to pick up people. I also picked up, we finished off Necromancer, and their spell Doomsday here is so cool. Do Phoenix Sound raise you to 1 HP still? No, there's I think it gives you, let's see what it says. Okay, it actually doesn't tell us. I'm also hiding like the tooltips for the items. They're like literally like right on me. It doesn't say actually. But it used to be you could only use Phoenix Downs in deep dungeons, and then you couldn't use them in combat. They changed that recently. They're like, you can use these in regular content now, and then you can also have a bunch of stacks of them. Like I have 51. Used to be only able to have like one of them, which was kind of silly. Is there a penalty for dying? Yes. And again, like boss content, the more you die, the weaker your character gets. It's called a damage down. Oh, we should join that. Hang on, let's switch back to White Mage. The other job that I unlocked was Dragoon. This is awesome. You get your little dash forward, but also you get your own jump ability. It's just so cool. I want to level it, but again, I think it's more important that I have a secondary here that can, I also need to get, hang on. I think it's more important to have a secondary that can raise people. We'll talk a little bit about the Phantom jobs in a second. There's Ranger. I need to go to Bard because I need to do the Ballad there to get my XP buff. Make things go by a little bit quicker. Getting to 40 is not going to take any time at all. But yeah, dying, there's a penalty for dying a bunch. Again, a damage down. And then, I don't know if they still have the resurrection restrictions in the Forked Tower. We'll see. But in other field content, when you would go into like the big raid instance, there'd be restrictions on resurrecting. Like you would have almost like a token system where you can only resurrect so many times. In Baldesion Arsenal, which was like the first raid, you would, if you were trying to res somebody, there was a 50% chance you would kill yourself. So it added that little bit of like risk to resing people. Okay, you don't want to die a lot. And then regular raise abilities didn't work, so it was like the only way. So that was fun. Wasn't Kane the first Dragoon in FF? It was FF4. Yes, I believe so. Because there was no Dragoon in 1. 2, I'm going to be honest, I haven't played 2. I mean, I have played 2. 2 sucks. Their whole leveling and progression system, it's not very good. And then 3, played through 3. I don't think there's a Dragoon in that. So yes, I think 4 is the first Dragoon. I think next week we're gonna start prepping for Star Wars Zero Company because it'll be August, and I think we'll just try to stick to we're gonna do tactics, but honestly tactics isn't gonna last us very long. It's not a long game. We'll enjoy our time with it. We'll do a lot of fun things, but we'll run out of content for it pretty quickly unless we just kind of rinse and repeat. But we'll play tactics. We will also play XCOM. And in XCOM, it'll be great because we can we can make all our soldiers off of everybody in the chat. That'll be really fun. I haven't played XCOM in forever. XCOM 2, by the way. I haven't played it in forever. So I was thinking like, ooh, do we do like the hardest difficulty? It's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. We might. I don't know. It'll be like a throwaway campaign. Not going to worry too much about it. Oh, Goldie Girl. She's she organizes a lot of the hunt trains. But anyways, yeah, we'll do XCOM 2. That'll be really fun. And I think those two games, and then also obviously we'll mix in Baldur's Gate 3 with doing like tab trials, trying out mods, etc., just for fun. And I think that'll last us a Zero Company, which we're gonna go all the way on. And then I guess if there's anything that comes up with like Guild Wars 2, well, we leave in some wiggle room, in case there's something that's really fun that comes out. But that is the plan. Because the next time we play 14 won't be until they release Beastmaster, which isn't going to be until like October or September, somewhere around then. But now I'm at the point where I've seen every boss in this like field content. So it's like I'm very familiar with all the mechanics. I don't think I'm going to get any vuln stacks, which means basically a debuff you get on you when you fail a mechanic. If I get hit by like these danger areas, if you get hit by that, you get a vuln stack on you. But I don't think I'm gonna fail any mechanics. And it should take us, let's see here, 4 or 5 of these critical engagements, and we'll be level 40, no problem. Mix in some fates for a little bit of XP or some downtime. Yeah, we're gonna be good to go. I'm definitely within like the first wave of like the public people joining the Fork Tower, because as you can see, most people are like 20, 28, 26, 30, 31. There's a couple 40s, but most people are not at the max level. Which means when we get to Fork Tower, probably not going to be a full instance, which is another reason why I want White Mage. Because if a few of us die and we don't have a healer, that could be bad news bears. Which is another reason why I love these phantom jobs, because having White Mage here essentially lets me be a healer. So if we don't have a healer, I can kind of fill that role while still being like the main tank, It's a very cool system. I love how they add this to this little corner of the game where they can do whatever they want with the sandbox. And it won't mess up like the overall balance that they go for when it comes to like the normal content. Even though I kind of wish they would add shit like this to the normal content. Yeah, tanks do... Everybody does good damage in this game, right? So doing damage, we'll be able to heal, res people, and be able to tank. We're an all-in-one package. But if we did like slot in a phantom job that had good damage, the damage you do is like crazy. Like it's a night and day difference if you have like a fully optimized team to just like everybody who's just kind of picks whatever. About how fast you can clear content. Like if everybody here was organized and like everybody was like making meta picks, we could get this fight probably done in like half the time. Also, Hank Killbutt. You guys have ever watched King of the Hill? Same kind of booty right there. But we kind of get the perfect like Paladin Holy Knight when we go with White Mage, because we get a lot of heals, but we get the cool part with the spell blades. Woohoo! Let's get out of that. Can I actually look at these while I'm doing this? That might be a bad idea. Yeah, that's a bad idea. That takes up way too much of my screen. I'd get myself killed. He's a mean boy. Also appreciating this game when, if you are like main tanking or you're just killing mobs out in the world, whenever they're aggroed on you and say they try to hit you, my paladin here will like raise up their shield and like take the blow. Anyways, little animation details like that you don't realize them until like you don't see them anymore. Yeah, same Hex a lot. I kind of want to play through 4 again, although I want to play through the 3D version. Final Fantasy 4 3D, because it's like a little bit different. And the great thing about 4 is it's short. Like, it's very easy to play through it. Like, it has a pretty brisk pace, which I very much appreciate. But I've never played the Final Fantasy IV After Years. And so I don't know if that's like even like, I have no idea what that's even about. I know it's like obviously after the story, but like, is it a good story? Kronos that looks like Palpatine. Is that the little Palpatine meme? I say that, I'm bringing that up because Necromancer, one of our abilities is straight up like the Palpatine lightning. And I thought of that when I used it. I was like, damn, that's a cool ability. Let's finish this guy out. Axel, you haven't done the After Years for Final Fantasy IV? Has anybody played those ones? I know it was like on the Nintendo DS. Could be wrong. I think it's on Steam as well. Played a little bit, didn't get too far into it? Okay. I just have like a slight curiosity towards it. Woo! Like, what was the point? Okay. Well, now you know how I feel about the Dawn Trail expansion. It's kind of what I was asking myself the entire time I'm playing. I'm like, what is the point of this? This one's a tricky. This mechanic here, is you gotta move like a little bit ahead. Boom. And now we're safe to go to the middle. A lot of people get torched on that. Now the 3D one, I think they jacked up the difficulty. Or they did something. They added some mechanic to it that wasn't in the OG one. Yeah, see, we're almost halfway already to 40. And I think the Fork Tower, what we're aiming to do, it's on a timer of like 60 minutes. Ooh, we got Battle High. Alright, let's just chill. But yeah, a lot of cool phantom jobs here. Like another one is Mystic Knight, where you get these like spell blades to slash, and depending on like what type of enemy you're fighting, you'll do more damage. Like the Holy Spell Blade there, obviously undead. Absolutely slaps. But honestly, really, I think the best one for damage is the Cannoneer. You literally just shoot a cannon. You like stand in front of a cannon and then, you know, fire it off, and it just does a lot of damage. Kind of brain dead, but very silly. We do have Ranger, and this is okay. Like you get like a unicorn ability. like where you summon a freaking unicorn. There's our unicorn, and it gives us a barrier, a magic barrier. How is that a ranger? I don't know, but we get Featherfoot. Woohoo! We get like a bird that picks us up, and then one of them's like a buff. Yeah. Aim. Huh. Come to think of it, the new physical job for 14 is gonna be something related with a bird. Everybody's saying like Falconeer. What if the new physical range job, is just called Ranger? Because look, that's a bird mechanic. That's like us using a bird, and then that's another like bird thing that we could do. Maybe they'll just call it Ranger. That'd be sick. Anyways, back to White Mage. We will probably hit level 3, which gives us Cold Blink, which basically is like a block. And then after you block once, it's done. I don't know if we're going to make it to raise in time. Probably not. Who else can res? Hang on, let's see. We have Knight. This is just like doubling down on survivability and a little bit of healing. We have Monk. Damage and a little bit of healing. Dragoon straight up just damage. Berserker straight damage. Ranger, a little bit of buffing. Damage. Time Mage. Haven't touched Blue Mage yet. Chemist. Could go Chemist, because I only need one more level to get Revive. The only thing with Chemist is you actually have to go buy the items. Maybe that's what we do. Shit, I think we have to, I think this is the play. Yeah, the dream lives that we're gonna be freaking, we're gonna be playing Ranger. Alright, maybe we Chemist. We stick with Chemist. Going a little Final Fantasy Tactics with the Knight Chemist combination. Wasn't 5 the first one with the steampunk style? I gotta think about that. I mean, technically, like, 4 had like that underground kingdom, which was very steampunkish. And then even 1 had that fortress in the sky, which you fought like robots. So really, I think it's actually been, it was 1, it was like in the original, that they've always had like that steampunk, almost like aesthetic. I think 7's what has it like the most prominent. Because literally you have like Shinra and Midgar, and that's like everywhere. But every other game is like almost like a little like side piece of like a forgotten civilization or something like that. Yeah, we can get 4,000 here. Or I mean 4,000 before we hit 40. But even when we hit 40, it doesn't mean we jump straight into the Forked Tower. We still have to wait on the timer. And I think it's probably at the top of every hour. So we're obviously going to miss the next one that's in 2 minutes. I do like how we're glowing here. We look like a Super Saiyan. Charging up. Sloth, are you joining for Forked Tower? There we go. See if my buddy's gonna join us. I don't know if he's leveled high enough. I mean, I hate the contrast. But, I mean, Final Fantasy has always had that technology and magic mix. So it's just like, I can deal with it in this setting because I feel like they do the legwork to make it fit. I still don't love it, but I tolerate it. In other games, though, I don't think they do enough world building to like really make it feel still like immersive. This person's riding a chandelier. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think 14 does, in all Final Fantasies, they do the legwork to make it. They make it work. Other games, it's just kind of like just throw it in there because some people want a car. Also have Torgal from Final Fantasy 16. I have that mount too. I love it because you can give them a pet. Also the Marlboro here. I want this mount so bad, but I can't find a freaking group to do Blue Mage content with. So you have to beat some of the raids as all blue mage people, and then you get the Marlboro mount. I want it. I want it bad. There's the there is the Final Fantasy 15 car. Is it just called the Regalia? Yeah, the Regalia. I love this little tiny mage. It's like the right mix of cute but diabolical. Oh, damn it, Sloth. Talking to my buddy. Okay, it doesn't look like he's going to join us in time. He's still level 35. But anyways, there's my little Vuln stack there. I take more damage now. I feel like, yeah, we're fighting like Vivi, you know? Little cute baby Vivi. Obviously, it's not Vivi. They're mammoths, so like they're little puppets. Let's go over here. Hex, you haven't played 4 in 33 years? Damn, brother, you need to jump on that ASAP. I feel like out of the Final Fantasy games, I on a yearly basis, I play Tactics. At least once a year, I play through Tactics. I just always do it. After that, I've returned to 7 pretty often, like the OG 7. I just think it's fun. 7 and 8, and then 12. Those I play like every so often, not every year. And then there's like something like Final Fantasy IV. I'm gonna get hit by this one. Oh my god, we're failing this big time. They went for the wrong one. This is gonna hurt. Then after that, it's like Final Fantasy 4, 10, 1. I really like Final Fantasy 1. I don't know why. I feel like it's because it's like almost like a basic D&D session where, you know, you create your characters, the Warriors of Light, and then you just go on a little adventure. And then 14, I obviously play all the time. I have the most hours in 14 out of any of the other Final Fantasies. Obviously, it's an MMO, so. And I don't think Final Fantasy 16 is like, oh my god, did we just lose? It's a graveyard. Mass graveyard, everybody. Woo! Love it. I really lament the fact that we missed out on the experience now. So many dead. Some people are retreating, and you lose experience if we retreat. Luckily, people are calling out that there's a mass graveyard, so somebody's gonna come, they'll change to white mage, and they'll literally res everybody. No, I don't think that mage is so cute anymore. I've never failed that part. Our DPS was shit. Holy hell. Damn. Hex, you just haven't played Tactics yet. That's why it's not on your favorite list yet. We're all back up. Yeah. Damn, we just got fucked up. Now everybody's getting a little angry in chat, but it's literally like, this content is pretty new. It just came out on Tuesday. I wouldn't... But yeah, we died, so now we have weakness. Lana, you're asking if there's any penalty to dying. Here it is. All of our stats are reduced by 25%, which is, that's a big number. And really the damage down here for getting this debuff is it really doesn't affect anything unless you're doing like savage content. Other than that, it just makes other fights just take longer. But the timer for like beating those fights, there's no like enrage. Let's go back to chemist. People are over here. Let's see if we can make this one in time. I see Kronos. Yes. Tactics isn't on a lot of people's lists because they haven't seen it yet. I understand. Don't worry. We will remedy that next week. I'm wondering, should we play with mods on tactics, or should we just do a vanilla playthrough? You know what I mean? And by mods, I mean something like giving everybody a JP boost by default. Like some small mods. Or should we just go just true vanilla? That way, if you want to play along, you're not going to see any like discrepancies. Tactics is the best. It has the best writing. It has the best story. I love the tactical gameplay. The job system is amazing. The aesthetic is timeless. They added voice acting, which is superb. Can we kill this thing fast enough before the next thing? If we can, I'll know in about a minute. If we're not going to kill this thing super quick, I will bail out and we will run towards a critical engagement that is more important because it just gives you better rewards. Takes longer, but you get a very chunky bit of experience across the board. Seems like we're killing it fast enough. Yeah, the JP boost thing is probably the it's the worst part about the game, and it's not even that big of a deal. Like it's a nitpick, right? Because ideally, what you want to do is you switch to JP boost for when you are getting like random encounters, and they've now made it really easy to change up your job abilities, like before a fight, etc. And then for like the main story missions, you take JP boost off and you use whatever you need to, whatever you're building into, I should say. But it is annoying. It's annoying. I wish they made it like an intrinsic buff, or just got rid of it. Just got rid of it, and then they just gave everybody it. You would say mod the JP? Yeah, I think I would lean towards that. There's really no other mods I would kind of be thinking about. Like obviously they have where they added in Dark Knight and Onion Knight. I don't think we need to show off those. Like I don't think that's appropriate for a first time playthrough. I'd have to like redo all my mods too because they had the update and I haven't. Obviously whenever they update the game, you gotta update the mods. I haven't touched any of that. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with Kronos. The fact that the enemy units don't, like, I think on the normal mode, I think it's fine if the enemy human story missions, those don't scale up with you. I'm fine with that because that's how the default game was. It lets you over level and become overpowered if you want. But in tactician mode, I think everything should scale up with you, with your highest level character. Because it's tactician mode. It's supposed to be more difficult. You're supposed to be like familiar with the game. So I think that would be more appropriate. That's why, like, when they announced they're doing, the Evilise Chronicles, which are like, the definitive edition, they say. It gets the wheels turning on like, okay, there are some pretty easy things you could change and fix. And I don't think they went far enough. I think they were really conservative with the remount. Ah, there's a Vuln stack for me. I think they were really conservative with changing things, which I don't think they needed to. If we stand here, we'll be safe. These guys, they shoot in like a cross formation. So is that, I think it's intercardinal? Is that the right term? Or is it cardinal? I always have to like look up the picture of which one it is. Well, I also don't think they go far enough with the difficulty and in tactics. As far as like the elemental system, giving the enemies like a proper build. Some of like the win conditions, because every mission is basically just kill all the enemies or kill their leader. I think they could have done more with like defending characters or stopping the enemy from getting to a certain spot. Which they kind of do in the rendezvous missions that you get with the War of the Lions, with the PSP version. But they didn't add those missions. Should take, what, about 4 more of these fights. Yeah, we're going to get that done really quick. Hopefully, that mass graveyard is a wake-up call for this map to bring the damage. I walked into that one. I need to find a Fire Emblem that I enjoy. I don't know what it is about Fire Emblem. Because I feel like by all like intents and purposes, I should enjoy it. But like I look at it, maybe it's the fact that it like almost looks like too anime. Is this the safe spot? This isn't the safe spot, this is. Maybe it looks too anime, you know, for me. I don't know. I need to figure it out. Or it kind of reminds me of, if you guys ever played on the Game Boy Advance, Advance Wars. Kind of reminds me of that. I wasn't the biggest fan of that game, or as like how they did combat. Like it's a grid-based system, but it's more like your units are represented by a squad instead. These are all like little petty things, by the way. So if you enjoy them, don't take it too seriously. Oh boy. Let's get away from those. Whoa! The damn exploding zombies. Whoa! Don't they have a new Fire Emblem coming out soon too? I don't remember what they I don't remember what the name was. This guy's mechanics are now on repeat. You're not the biggest fan of what the new one's showing off. They just have so many Fire Emblem games that I feel like it's almost like okay to be like not a fan of one of them. Maybe if I get... Do they have an upgraded version for the, PS... No, PS. The Nintendo 2? Switch 2? that like performs better. Oh my god. I am talking and just getting hit by stuff. See, I can't do horrible writing. Or like cringy voice acting. I can't do it. It'll take me right out of the experience, and as soon as like my immersion is broken, it is hard to claw it back. I'm in trouble. Move over here. This is the safe spot. This is not the safe spot. This is the safe spot. I need to go buy some of these items. Make sure I'm stocked up on them for my chemist moves. This dude's almost dead. This is a pretty easy fight. Everybody just wants a Necromancer soul, which I don't blame him. Necromancer is awesome. Okay, whew. Let's teleport out. Let's go buy some items. I think eventually I'll try 3 houses. It's gotta be on discount now, right? Probably not. Nintendo games like never go on discount, or if they do, it's only about like $10. Supplier, there we go. I was gonna say, who has the items here? Purchase gear. Here we. That's expensive. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. That's 10,000 gil. That's just a lot for a potion that you would be throwing. What do you need here? Consume an occult potion. Oh, dear God. Okay, so you use occult potions for everything, though. Got it. Okay, so that's not bad. Let's buy 20. This is like a gill sink. They're fleecing me. Let's buy 20. Because interestingly enough, you can... Okay, no, you can't just use this as like a regular potion. Okay, cool. Now we have access to some of our skills. That's fantastic. That's gonna be done. Nintendo discounts, it's 2 words you never see together unless Netver's involved. Yeah. Like I had to bite the bullet to get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I do stand by the fact that I think Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom. The only thing that I think Tears of the Kingdom does better is obviously like the building your little machineries, your little crafting things. But I think Breath of the Wild was just better overall though. Had a better vibe. And honestly, Tears... It really should have been like an expansion. They literally took the same map and they just added like a few sky islands, and then the Underdark under the map was just empty space of absolutely nothing. And it had like little pocket areas where you would get like cool momentum items and like some maybe like hidden bosses, but did not justify the entire like empty area. And people are like, holy shit, it's so huge down here. It's like, it's huge, but it's mostly void and emptiness. Like I'm not giving credit for to the game for making a big empty space. You never played either? Yeah, Breath of the Wild's good. Breath of the Wild is actually really good. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom also very good. Like, I like Zelda, but I've only played... Obviously, Breath of the Wild, Tears, I played Ocarina of Time, a little bit of Majora's Mask, but like, I don't like being on a timer. And Majora's Mask, you gotta like complete things before the moon eats you, or whatever. And then I skipped the GameCube era, so I missed out on Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. But my all-time favorite is Link to the Past, the one that was on Super Nintendo. That one's great. Link to the Past is one of the best games ever. My kids are gonna play Link to the Past as like one of their first games whenever they get their, you know, motor skills finely tuned. Because I just think it's such a good game. Such a good learning game too, just because it's, you know, it's 2D, not overly complicated. You go through the Metroidvania like progression system with unlocking areas. You got to use your brain a little bit. A lot of things to discover. I think just it's amazing. I love Link to the Past. Ooh, treasure coffer. I will take you. Nice, 16 gold. They did such a good job with these. So if you're in the area and you're doing stuff, the game like flags that you've been in here and doing stuff, and it'll spawn treasure chest around the map for you to like go find and pick up. And in the first map called the South Horn, the treasure chest that it would spawn for you out in the you know the map here, they kind of sucked. They gave you a bunch of bad rewards. I think they took that to heart because now the silver chests are actually worth going out and finding and picking up because they give you the currency here and not in small quantities. Like 160 gold here is really, that's good considering the only way to get gold is either to grind mobs or do the pod events, which come up every 30 minutes. But in the pod events, they have like a limited amount of treasure coffers or treasure hunts that they will give you. There's not even a chance you'll get it. Anyways, long story short, thank God they added these, or they fixed the treasure loot to actually be useful and worth hunting. Which I can tell how many like treasure chests I have spawned out for me, and they're all static as far as the location. I can tell how many I have because of my freelancer job and then occult treasure site. So if I use that, it'll be like, hey, you have 4 silver chests and 8 bronze chests spawned out in the world. It doesn't tell you where they are, but again, because they're static, you can literally just look up a map and go like, you know, boom, 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 find them all. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. I think doesn't this dude change as his metamorph? No, to the abductor. Oh shit, we're almost 40. It's gonna take us probably about 3 more. Maybe 2 if I can fit in enough fates. The goal is stand under him. Yep, okay, I remember this. And then his feet glow like gold when we need to get out from under him. But the goal is around 11, so in like 43 minutes? No, 37. Oh, I ran right into that. Fuck me. In 37 minutes, when the occult crescent pops at the top of the hour. I think it's at the top of the hour. I don't know. Anyways, we'll be able to catch it. And we'll go in. Get out from under him. All those people just got hit. This is a cool boss though. What does his face look like? Stop moving. It's like a bird, man. Kind of looks like the alien from Metroid. Hopefully Sev stops by today. One of the other Twitch people, because I got more questions to ask him about the Switch 2 14 version. Like, how many gigabytes is it? Like, how much space does like the default Switch 2 give you? Because 14's it's an MMO. Like, it's a bigger game. So it's like, do they even have the memory size for that, or are you gonna have to buy like a big memory card for it? You know what I mean? And do they have a physical version of 14? That wouldn't make any sense. Always getting updated. Here, walk into that. walk right into that. Fuck me. That's another reason why we play tank. I can walk into all this shit. Kill that. Watch out for this. Right here. Okay, safe. We're gonna have to be very cautious in the fork tower. It's more important, especially with like new content where you don't know what the boss is necessarily going to do. It's more important to focus on the mechanics rather than like making sure you have no downtime with your DPS. And obviously, as you become familiar with the fights or you figure everything out, that's when you know where you can kind of get away with being a little greedy with damage or the right spots to stand. Safe spot there. Oh, I just dove right into the thunder or the tornado there. All it does is push you. Okay. I thought it was going to hit us with a Vuln stack. Avoid these. Walk into that one. Good to go. Easy peasy. This is stand under him. What else we got? That it? It's almost like I'm being like a raid leader and doing callouts, because I feel like in raiding, you honestly only need like a few people who actually know what the hell they're doing, as far as like the fight sequence. Because they just do all the callouts. They're like, okay, boss is doing this. Do your X and Y thing. Okay, next up is going to be this. Make sure you're with your partner. Okay, this next part, like, and they just like kind of just tell you what to do as the fight goes on. And you just need to be familiar, like, where to stand, kind of. I don't think I could ever be a raid leader. Just dealing with people is the worst. Like for Destiny 2, we raid with like some of my buddies I went to like middle school and like high school with, and we're just like a bunch of assholes to each other. Like that's just our banter, and it gets annoying at times, but it's just like it's what you do. But my friends, like, they're dumb. They're bad at Destiny 2. They're not bad. It's just they forget how to play after like a week, and then they forget about mechanics and so on. Whereas, like, I don't know, I've got like the memory of a hippopotamus. I've got pretty good muscle memory. So when I try to like raid lead and call out mechanics and like what they're supposed to be doing, I tell them what to do, and just the response of like, what? Or they just don't listen, and then you didn't tell me that. It's like, I did fucking tell you that. And just like the sass, you know, that they shoot back at me. I think there was one time where I was really like, alright, I'm done trying to help you guys. You figure it out. And since then, I haven't gone back. It's just like, nope, I'm gonna do everything right. You guys will figure it out on your own time, because you don't freaking listen. That's what you do for a living, Kronos? Yeah, I could. God bless people who do any sort of like customer service. I don't have patience for people. It's another reason why I don't like raid. Like for 14, if I didn't want to run out of content, or if I like say we want to stream it all the time, I would have to take that next step into doing like Savage and Ultimate content, and that means playing with people. It's just like, I don't know if I could do that. It's not playing with people, it's doing difficult content where you have to coordinate with people, and then you just got to deal with the whole group dynamic. And sometimes it's magical, because you get everybody in sync, everybody's firing on all cylinders, and boom, you knock the content out. You get it on rotation. Great. Then you get, I feel like, the majority of groups where so-and-so is always late, or doesn't show up, or doesn't respond. You get the other person who is like hot micing the entire time while they're like eating a bag of like Cheetos. You just get all sorts of different characters. And yet we play D&D. Well, D&D is like, it's not serious. Like, the point of D&D is just to be with like a group of people and just like kind of like play around. You're not wasting any time, really. I mean, we're all wasting time, am I right? But it doesn't feel like you're wasting your time because like it's the group experience and it's like the story you're going through. But when you're doing actual like gaming content, where the idea is to beat the game and clear content, so you start fucking with that. The stakes are just raised, and it can be a nightmare. Like, there is absolutely the objective of clear the content, and then hopefully you like the people that you're with, and like things are funny. Like, there's always a point where like you're dying, everybody's laughing at like some person who keeps making the same mistake, but then it's like day 2 or 3 and you're stuck on the same part and the same person's still making the same mistakes. It's like, it's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? There is the point where you reach where it's like, okay guys, it's time to focus up and let's actually clear this. And it's when that doesn't happen that drives me crazy. It's all fun and games until three demon liches show up. Yeah, that would suck. Or when you accidentally kill like an NPC and then they fail all their death saving throws. That happens. Anyways. Fork Tower ended about 16 minutes ago. That's what somebody just said in chat. So I think it is at the top of every hour. We don't have the time. We don't have the time. I was like, do we run and go try to do this fate? And no, I think instead we go to the critical engagement. Kronos, that literally just happened. I rolled a critical 1. Here, let me get to the spot first. Luckily, my team hasn't taken it too poorly. Like, they say it was a we mistake. And I'm like, yes, we killed the NPC. So nobody's actually that upset about it. I think because that night in particular, everybody was rolling like ass. We had so many critical rolled ones, critical failures. Over and over. It was a bad night. But we were fighting a manticore, and there was the person we were going to see was like hanging off a balcony. And so I was in the back as ranger. And the manticore like perched itself up on some ruins, and they're kind of in the same direction. And then my wife, who was an Asimir, was like up in the air. I rolled a critical failure. I rolled a 1 when I was shooting my bow. And so the DM rolled which one of the characters in like the upper vicinity my arrow hit, and it happened to be the NPC we were going to like go meet and interact with. So just killed her, or hit her with the arrow, and then she somehow, I guess, crawled into where she was up on the balcony. Anyways, while we were like, oopsie, while we were fighting the manticore, DM was also then rolling death saving throws for the NPC. First one was a failure. Next roll was a critical failure, which is 2. Add 2 to the death saving throw, and that was it. She died. And it's just like, well, fuck. Shit. It's true. The Dark Urge playthrough, the Cursed playthrough, rubbed off on their D&T session. Yeah. And the funny thing is, the NPC died. We're like, well, fuck. We buried her, and then her spirit rose up, and then we had to kill it. So we had to kill her twice. And it's all because our monk didn't use holy water to like sanctify, you know, the burial site. He just put regular water on him. He didn't make it holy water. Anyways, it was a shit show. Absolute shit show. And now our session ended up on us like, now we're going to be arrested by the guards. Or we could fight them. We haven't decided yet. That's where things ended. I'm wondering if I should just volunteer my ranger, be like, alright, take me to jail. 'Twas me. At least you don't have to bury a spirit. That's true. No, after we killed it, we made sure to take bless some water and like dunk it all over the grave site. Oh, get out from point blank. Yeah, it's my fault. My brother DMing. I was gonna say the monk is father. What is his name? He's a new addition. He's like he's Butt King. When Butt King shows up in the chat, it's the Butt King. He joined us. What is his character's name? He's like, holy water. Noted for next time we need to bury somebody. I'm like, you stupid monk. Run over here. It's too early. Okay, now I've got run over. But like that's D&D, you know. There's the ebbs and flows, and there's no like set linear path. So like that's what always makes it fun. What do I do with this potion? Consume it or target. I'm gonna throw it at this person. Ah, that's a pretty big heal. Look at the cooldown on that too. Okay, and it took one. Just making sure. Learning how to play chemist. But this should be the last CE we need to hit 40, and then we just need to go talk to the quest giver, and then they will say, Fork Tower unlocked. This is the bug, by the way. It says in the shadow of the tower, and this is giving off like the check symbol that the quest is complete. It's not. I will say 14 barely has like it's really good about it. Oh, I got hit by that. Really good about bugs, making sure that like there's not a lot of them. So when a bug does happen, it's almost like it's like a little prize. It's so rare. Because 14 actually has a QA team that they don't fire. Go figure. Yeah, it's like an Easter egg. It's a good point to say, yeah. Kind of. I don't think the circles are bad, Christopher. I think it's good. I think we're fine here. I did see, I don't know, did you guys, I don't know, how much do people care about Gears of War nowadays? I don't know. Gears of War used to be so cool. But they have for their new one coming out, E-Day, they have a 12-person, like, PvE, like, mode that I saw and I was like, holy shit, that looks like a lot of fun. Let's get out of this circle. It's all about circles in this game. Circles and cones. Anyways, I had no interest in Gears of War, but I saw that mode, I'm like, that could be a lot of fun. Because that game's supposed to be, I just got hit by that. That game's supposed to be exclusive, but it's also on PC. Like Xbox exclusive, but also on Steam. Basically just means not on PS5. It's not like a co-op mode like with the campaign, but it's like their horde mode. But it looks like you go around, you do objectives, and then you also get like extracted by a helicopter at the end. It's basically, it looks like just like Helldivers 2. And you like pick a class, you do special things. It sounds really cool. It's just a matter of how fleshed out is it? Like, is it just like 3 maps? Or is it like its whole thing? You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of like a mercenaries mode. It has me interested. Put it this way. If it's like a fully fleshed out game mode, and we're talking about like you can sink hundreds of hours into it without like doing like a grind of just doing the same shit, I'd be very interested in picking it up. Because I feel like we're going to enter the era where people look at something like Helldivers 2 and they're like, we could do that. Because Helldivers 2 isn't doing shit with their stuff. Oh god. Yeah, it's got to have a lot of variety. It's got to have a good progression system as far as like weapons and unlocking skills. Good like map objective variety. Obviously enemies, maybe bosses. It looks fun. At least with the trailer. I mean, in the trailer, their job is to sell you on it, right? But it's like, how is this actually going to translate to the game? Maybe it'll kick off an era of, you guys remember where like every game had a full campaign, I don't know, like 8 hours long. It then had like multiplayer, either like PvP, and then sometimes they would add like a forward siege mode with like PvE. Like games came like feature complete. It was a good time, a real good time. And now we get like half a game, like Marathon. It's just one mode. Yeah, I liked Horde mode in Gears. I like the weightiness of Gears as far as like your characters are like these hulking dudes or chicks that are jacked out of their mind. All right, one more. We should be good to go. We actually probably just do Fates and get it done. But you know, you're rushing and then slamming against cover and stuff. Unfortunately, actual PvP I hated in Gears because it was just a shotgun fest. It was about just rushing to the guys and just popping them off with a shotgun. Ooh, we just ran away from the pots. Which I think all the shotgun rushing was like kind of antithetical to what the campaign was, which was like cover. You know, taking your shots, being tactical. And then in multiplayer, it's like, nah, not doing that. Okay, good. We're taking aggro. Alright, we'll get full credit here, and then maybe we'll get treasure. I don't think we've shut off treasure yet, have we? We didn't win it! Son of a bitch! You guys are streaming this as a curse. We're 40. Nice. Okay, let's go turn in the quest. And now that should unlock the Forked Tower for us, which we got plenty of time. I'm kind of hoping that if we fail, we'll have a second shot at it. There's a beta for E-Day very soon. I might check it out. Almost like a morbid curiosity. Complete the quest. Forked Tower magic now accessible. I heard that there's no almost like reason to... What the? What's this? Oh, to undertake this quest, you must clear the Forked Tower. Okay. I kind of heard there was no reason to do the extreme version of the Forked Tower, which is that's the case. 'Cause that's like the harder version where you actually have to organize a group and pay attention to mechanics. If that's true, that kind of sucks. Do I have all these notes already unlocked? I do. August 6th? That's soon. That's literally in 6 days. Okay. Is it... What are they testing? Arcane amulets. What? What is that? I should have read what it was telling me. See if it said anything in the chat log. Okay. Now, it's just telling us where you can do the extreme version, which you have to talk to, I think his name's Joffrey, in the other map. Now we're ready. There's a critical engagement. We'll just go do it while we're waiting. We should get a like an announcement that Fork Tower is like up. And I'd like to get, again, I'd like to get to the next level of chemist so we can revive people. Tower up. Well, shit, wait. Oh, motherfucker. How do we get to the tower? I'm looking for that chest real quick. Apparently it will have the new siege mode. Okay, that's what I'm talking about with this, the 12-man thing. That'd be fun. Okay, got the chest there. Good, 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 good. Alright, where do we go to enter the Fork Tower? There's usually like a spot that you have to stand. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Let's do it. Run over here. Or I should leave my group, considering we're not going to be doing that anymore. Damn, this happened quick. What time is it now? Oh, okay, it was like 10:45. Okay, so we got to stand in this big ass green circle here. Oh, here we go, team. We're ready for this. I wonder if we can change our phantom job while we're in there, or we will be locked in. What do we got here? I'm chemist. Okay, we do have some white mages, so maybe we don't need to. Maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we could go damage. So what this should do is, at the end, we should get a big chunky bit of experience. So let's see what we get. Yeah, okay, it'll have 1 Horde siege map, and there'll be 3 unreleased. Okay, I'll check that out. Is it? Hopefully it's free, right? The beta. You just probably have to like sign up. I'll check that out. Fuck, I think we might stream it. Fork Tower, everybody. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what this whole week has been about. Okay. So everybody who is standing on that circle, we all get teleported to our own little section of the map. And we have to complete this. Full DPS. So I don't need to be on chemist. Alright, I'll go cannoneer then. Basically, I just shoot cannon. Everybody gave us our buffs. Teleportation sigil. So we're outside the tower, so we gotta kind of like fight our way in. This is cool. Blue and green head. I don't know what that means. Max level job. Okay, until the end. I don't know what that means. Only the last boss gives experience. Okay. Which head do we go for first? Take note of the arena here. It looks like there's probably going to be a lot of line because it's broken up into 4 sections here. We need to pay attention to that. Let's fucking do it. Cannon away. Fully resistant to fire. Got it. Oh, do I have my tank stands on? I probably shouldn't. I'm going to take this over here. Poison breath right there. I'm going to run over here. Okay. That's just a big old drop in the bucket there. What does this mean? Okay, so I don't think I can switch targets until we kill that one. Got it. That's going to be a push. So you can see right there, like a little circle under his mouth. That's the push symbol. Clever. Clever girl. Alright, shoot him with the cannon. I guess Holy Cannon's also really good. I wonder if we have to kill these at the same time. 2 terrors, so where their faces are, I think we just don't want to stand. Yeah. What else you got? Helps to look at the animations that they're doing. So now they're going to do 2 in the middle. They're basically teaching us the fight. Now it's going to get complicated when they start mixing and matching these. Allegedly. Hissing reprise? Okay. What does that mean? Oh, what the fuck does that mean? We hit by a surge of wind to the east. Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to go stand over here. I'm going to get double pushed. This should be interesting. Got it. Easy peasy. Shoot the cannon. Dark cannon. Fuck. Just run there. And then what? Under? Not under. Just run across. I don't entirely know what was going on with that one, why the other circles blew up. You probably did see this fight yesterday. These are going to blow up these crystals, which I don't know if we want to be standing here. Okay, why are some sides blowing up and the others aren't? I think they're mixing and matching elementals. This is definitely a Final Fantasy V boss, right? Again, I'm not the most familiar with 5. I didn't know that was going to happen either. I'm just literally following the team. You're going to do it again? Oh, it tells you. Wait, no it doesn't. Stand in it. Okay. This is going to be get the fuck away. Yeah, this the Phantom Zone here, or the Occult Crescent, heavily inspired by Final Fantasy V. Obviously down to the music, enemies, the phantom jobs. All these jobs are from Final Fantasy V. That's usually kind of what they do with these zones. How do we know? Oh, I'm gonna get blown away. Hang on. I'll stand here. Ice cluster. Hang on. Oh, sugar. This is gonna hurt. I got out. Nice. Oh, I shouldn't have been standing there. There's a vuln stack for me. Just the one. Alright, these are just going to shoot a certain way. I'm just going to go cross patterns. Got it. Cross. Poison breath. We need to get out of the middle. Go, go, go. Fire the cannon. I have not been firing my cannon very much. I might want to change jobs, actually. Blaze loop. A lot of them didn't make that one. 2 terrors. This is just again avoid where they're looking. I think I've auto-assigned myself to being the other tank. Let's pop our tank cooldowns, make sure nobody's standing next to us. And we're fine. Summon. What are you going to summon? Oh. Ice crystals? Now I gotta look at these, hang on. Because which blows up first? Oh shit, I'm gonna get pushed. Hang on. So is it matching? Because the front one is matching. The ice. Okay, yeah, okay. Got it. We are learning. And that one just clears up the rest of them. The decisive battle is over. The green... dead. Got it. What do we get from treasure? One down. I got arcane vault, or an arcane amulet. And then I also got the field note for that boss. Okay. Cool. We will pop that later. Can I switch... phantom jobs? Oh, I can. I'm gonna go gladiator, actually. Gladiator is amazing. Ooh, pretty. Nice. Markers should be up. The chests, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe there's some like bonus loot. This is an interesting looking area. Traps. Ah. What do we got here? Long reach. This is defend. This is finisher. I don't remember what my phantom job does for. But this is the cool part about these like little raids here, because we unlock them and now we're like kind of fighting our way through. We did all the hard work. There's nothing better than doing new content in 14. I tell you what, I'm gonna tank stance down. So if somebody's using one of their abilities to turn them all into frogs, that's hilarious. And he's doing like detect magic or detect treasure chests over there or traps. It's like one of the rogue or thief abilities. This is where you get to play like a certain class fantasy and feel like you're doing your part. I should just be AoEing these guys down. Like one of the previous ones, you got to essentially like a prison block and you had to split up into 8 teams before they executed the prisoners. That was fun the first time because we let like half the prisoners die. And that was in it was in Bazja. Turn away from that. That's a long ass cast time. Finisher? Nice, that's a big damage right there. Use defend. I think that also can proc a counterattack for me. Gotta remember how to play gladiator. Avoid the lasers. Oh, no. Ow. Our little rogue died. Careful. Go. Got through. Good. These things are from Final Fantasy 12. That's a pretty big damage from me. So these suckers. Luckily, it seems like we have one person who kind of knows what to do. It's always good to have somebody kind of holding our hand. What's over here? Hey, loot. Take it. Arcane amulet. What do we do with these? It's a currency, but what do I spend it on? Ah, man, this is so cool. I love this shit. This is my jam. feels like a proper dungeon or raid. A little bit of exploration. Finding treasure. Bosses. The sword dancer, you say? Huh. More like dead. Okay, we can't change our phantom job between fights, which is great. In case we see that we're lacking something. I didn't make a joke, did I? It wasn't a very good one. Alright, he's throwing his swords out there. What does it mean, Basil? Okay, they're just gonna circle around us? They just don't stand over there. Okay. Kind of just watching the boss. Okay, so they're gonna grab that sword and it's gonna cleave the other side. Got it. I feel like a lot of these are unique. This dude is wearing like no clothes. I don't think maybe I want to be in the middle of that. No. Okay. I bet they're gonna like flip the other way eventually, and it's gonna be you just stay inside. There we go. What did I just say? Sword dance. It sounds like an area. Oh boy. What do we do? Oh shit. Well, the I'm gonna get hit again. Got it. Okay. So those appeared in a certain order. I didn't see when they came out. I wasn't paying attention. And then they do those big line cleaves. 2 gold stacks for me. I wear them proudly. Okay. What do we do here? What's going on, Nez? We've made it into the 4th tower. Oh, we get pushed. And we are... Oh, God! No! We're gonna push too far into the death wall here. Thank you for the res. Embarrassing. I'm fine. It'll be okay. I need to pop all my defenses. We'll heal. We're good. We're back on it. Immediately you come in and I got killed. Alright, the swords are facing that way. Let's go ahead and stay on this side. I'm beginning not to like these sword things. Alright, he's gonna pick a side to cleave. I think we'll be safe right here. Nez, how much space memory does the Switch 2 have? Because I'm just curious. Oh god, I can't be standing here. Curious because 14's a big game. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if people have to like upgrade their memory for the game. Or like internal storage. How much does the Switch 2 have? $250 gigs? That's pretty good. Okay. I think 14 is... I don't know how well they've optimized it. We want to be here. Oh, did I get hit by one? I didn't. Nice. 117 for 14. Okay, so it's like a little bit under half of your storage. Totally worth it. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. All right, that one was last. I'm gonna stand here, and then we just need to kind of keep going. Oh, we're safe. Okay, and then here should be good. Got it. This boss almost dead. Fucking scared me. So our finisher. The long reach. We need to be standing over here. Because that side of the room is about to get cleaved. Yep. We'll stand... Let's see, which side are you going to pick a weapon from? That side, so I'll stand here. My damage rotation is garbage. Maybe I should go back to Cannoneer. And then this side. Safe. Okay, so first comes to Game Pass people and people who already like pre-purchased the game, and then later on it'll be opened up to everybody. A little bit of a FOMO tactic. Won't work on me. Okay, we want to be inside and then right. I think yours better. Oh God, they're dead. They're dead, Jim. Two of us are dead. I'm gonna stand here. Oh God, we don't want to stand there. Move. Ah, we got him. Whew. I have a Phoenix down for you. Oh, they got him. More importantly, where's the loot? Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, so we got the Sword Dancer's notes. We'll learn notes over here. And then another Arcane Amulet. I'm not sure what they do. I should switch to Cannoneer. It's a little, it's like more brain dead. Kind of just easier to use. Talking about our healing situation, I guess our only Reser died at the end there. Unfortunately, I can't res unless I use a Phoenix down, which is not optimal. I really should have got Chemist and White Mage done before jumping in here. Fire the cannons! You see the cannon just appears in front of you, and you're like, shoot! Drifts, happy Friday. I hope everybody has their Hawaiian shirts on. Why do we put these rules in place when nobody follows them except for me? I'm just kidding, they're very comfy. Fire the other cannon! Yes, turn them all into frogs. Toads, I actually think they prefer to call them. Fire the cannon! Fire the other cannon! Cannons are fun. Nez, you don't think you can get away with it at work? Damn. Plain black tee. Hey, listen. My wardrobe is stocked full of just plain black shirts. This is the only time I changed the color. Okay, so the secret loot is over here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Another amulet. Where do we go? Digging the music? Good, good. Oh, I guess just up here. I wonder if it'll have any like crazy sections where you just don't fight a boss, you have to do something special. Well, okay, this looks a little interesting. Let's teleport up. Yahoo! Whee! Got these 3 platforms behind us. Maybe that's for so you'll notice there's like sections where we're probably skipping over because they're made for the extreme mode. So like an extra encounter. We're still just in the normal mode. This is great. This is the life right here. Central Hall. Okay. Are we actually in the tower? We are. Nice. Ooh, pretty. Well, this is ominous. Are these gravestones? Maybe? No? Huh. Okay. Well, this guy looks like he needs to die. Necrophobia? Okay. Oh, I'm doing AoE abilities. How about a silver cannon? How about a shock cannon? How about a normal cannon? Okay, what the fuck is he hitting us with? We're alive. Ancient fire. Let's get out of that. Yeah, I know how to get out of this. So he's like a mage. Again, he's probably in Final Fantasy V. I just don't know what this dude does. Looks sick, by the way. Corpse Mangle. Okay, that is a tank buster. Tank is okay. Fire the cannons. Okay, we've got some skulls. Death Shroud. Some fire put on them. Okay. What does it mean, Basil? I want to go over here. This is... Oh my god. I might be dead. I'm alive. I thought it mattered where they were looking. No, that was a point-blank AoE. Maybe there's another command they'll do where they actually shoot lines. Alright, let's see. Let's pay attention. In the meantime, cannons away! I had to fire 3 cannons. That's what I mean by cannons away. And now they're all on cooldown. Okay, this has to be the line one, right? Sever fire 3. I'm just gonna pop this. No, every time. Point blank AoE. Okay. I avoided that one by the skin of my teeth. Blizzard 3. Maybe this is the line. That's... It looked like it was just a cross on him to avoid. There's a raid wide. This guy is going to be fun in the extreme mode, I'll tell you what. Vacuum wave, that is cleaving half the room. Shoot the cannons. Oh good. More of them. Okay, that's easy to avoid. He's gonna leave that room. Let's go stand over here to be safe. He has a weakness. It's ice. Okay, do I have any ice cannons? I don't. I have silver, I have holy, and I have dark and shock. Oh! Not good. No follow-up? Okay. Alright, get away from these guys. Try to be cheeky. Wait. He's imbuing them with something else. Okay. I think the ice ones you just don't want to stand under. I could be wrong. I think I'm gonna go stand under this guy. My intuition tells me this is gonna be a donut. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna stand there. Oh, dear God, they're all just cones. I am collecting Vuln stacks like goddamn Pokemon cards. I'm just gonna go stand over. Fuck me. Seven Vuln stacks. We're still alive. Okay, so ice. If you imbue something with ice, that is that cross shape. If you imbue something with lightning, it's a cone in front of them. If it's with fire, it's a point blank. We are learning. So these two are going to be point blanks. These are going to be cones. Point blank, cone, cone. So I want to stand... Fuck, I think I want to... This is not... Oh, they do. He does them in order. So this should be safe over here. Oh, he's facing this way. It's not a cone. It's a super cone. I have 8 Vuln stacks. I'm not doing good, team. Not doing good. This guy's, I think he has my number. There's just like some mechanics I'm just not the sharpest tool in the shed about. I'm trying not just like to follow everybody else, which is to my own detriment here. There's only 9 of us, okay. And this scales up to 48 people. A lot of people. Okay, how you gonna screw us now? Point blanks, crosses. We can do this. We're gonna avoid those 2 over there. And then for these 2, it's gonna have to be on the other side of the room. So we're gonna sprint. Go, 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 go. And then he does that wave also every time. We gotta watch out for that. I think we'll be safe here. Oh, great, yeah. Here comes the thunder wave. Run into it. Okay, we did better there. We only got 1 Vuln stack. Pop all our defensive, so this doesn't hurt us very bad. Yeah, see, we have 9 Vuln stacks. This increases the damage that we take. I didn't take any damage from that raid wide because of how many like defensive cooldowns we have. Okay, that guy, I get it now. That'll be fun on controller, you're right. Okay, that one's a little tough. A little tough. Rebuff everybody. Kind of like the party buffs. Where are my markers? I don't know, dude. Ooh, what do we got going on here? Creepy clocks with the look like clown faces. Was Andre saying this is a game for kids? Do these look like these are for kids? These things are creeping me out. Cannons away. So like the EX mode, they'll make it so like you either, there'll be like an added mechanic for like trash mobs. You have to like kill them in a certain order. You got to make sure you aggro the right ones and stuff like that. Or like avoid like some special ability they use. This is just very much, I think, like trash. Like just kill them. Cannons away! Ow. Didn't get my last one off. Ooh, more spoils. Climbing up tree. Yes, good, good, good. Alright, we go further into the darkness, or are we going up? We're going up, okay. Pinnacle of knowledge. Very cool. Music slaps, as always. This is a vibe. Ooh, more treasure. So we've gotten 9 of these amulets so far. Again, I wonder what these are used for. It has to be like a special job that you can only get with trading in these amulets. There's another door over there. Why aren't we going that way? Oh, because of more treasure. This is cool. Again, this is like the only type of... Like, you only get this sort of activity in the field operations. We have, like, treasure rooms. I'm just reading what somebody was saying in chat. You can rerun the end to check for loot and lore. Okay. Oh, this is it. This is the last boss. But yeah, this is the only time you get this content. Who the fuck? The Index. Okay. This is definitely a Final Fantasy V dude. Witness wisdom's true potential. Why do I gotta feel like we gotta beat this old man's ass? Switch to a job you want EXP on. Okay, I'm gonna go with White Mage. Because it needs more XP than, say, my Chemist. Oh, this reminds me of, a room where you fight Ozma. Oh, fuck this arena. Remember, you gotta look at the arena design when you're fighting a boss, but these 3 squares in a very small circle area. Oh, God. Also, take a look at his weapons. He got a bow, sword, harp, bell. And then obviously holding a staff. I wish the lock-on mode was better, but it's not good. Pull time 56:50, which is right now. Let's do it. Oh, wrong move. Flare. This looks like it's going to be a group-wide AoE. Yep. We mitigate it. Okay, using the bow. What do we do with the bow? Oh, he holds it and then... Okay, he nukes the side rooms over here. Got it. What's he doing with the harp? I'm guessing we get out. Okay, he takes out everything in front of him, or around him. He's doing the harp again, so let's get out of the middle. Yep. Nothing fancy there. Get out of the sides. Got it. Just repeating the same two. Yeah. What's next, bud? Flare. This is another raid wide. Boom. Okay. Got some elements. Fire. I think that's earth. So fire is what he's tethered to. So when it gets there, is it going to be like a big explosion? No, it just explodes its little sectioned off area. Okay, got it. Ice. Oh, got it. Ooh, looks like Dance Dance Revolution. And then he'll do a spinny thing. Okay. Again, we're kind of still in the... He's teaching us the mechanics. At some point, he's gonna be like, all right, gloves are off. We're gonna mix and match everything, and you gotta move. Probably what, around like 70% dead? Or I mean, like, he has 70% life left. Oh, well that's fucked. Okay, it's a little push. Little push. Plus get away from those areas. Got it. Bombs. I don't think those are good. Do we have to kill all of them? Oh, I don't know if we have the damage for this. Bell. Okay, bells take out those areas. Oh, we gotta dodge those. Go. Okay, we stopped all the bombs. Good. Also, if we die in here as a party, that's it. We get kicked out. Let's move out of the way. So the stakes are pretty high. Oh no, I think it should be... We'd get the run back. Well, those are new. I think I'm dead. Yep. Okay. There's 2 mistakes. Should just stay with the party. Let's just go stay with everybody. Flare. There's a raid wide. I know what this does. Gives the healers something to do. I could also do a little group healing too with my Cure 3. Here you go, everybody, even though nobody's hurt. Alright, it's about halfway. Back to this. Fire's gonna blow up. Then the lightning one. And the ice one. And the fire one again. Then the lightning one. Alright, we did it. Bow means you get out of those sections. Okay, don't go to the outer ones. Move. Go back in. Stay. 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 Move. Perfect. This is a very cool boss. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, he's gonna go over here. Move. Kick it in. Yeah, this is why 14 has such amazing boss fights, because like they just create these crazy arenas, and they utilize all the mechanics. Keep you on your toes. I think we don't want to get pushed this way. Oh, okay, we almost got pushed off the edge. That's fine. I need to figure that one out a little bit better, where to stand. Let's take these fuckers out. Somebody popped their limb break. Good for them. Oh god. Take your time with it, Nez. Take your time with it. Because even the old field operation zones are still populated. They have some form of longevity, all keeping them alive to this day. Just like take your time. Take your time. Enjoy the MSQ. Enjoy the trials. Enjoy the dungeons. We're just standing here because it's a donut. Got it. Okay, that's what I messed up last time. A harp. Oh no! I have 4 bone sacks. Actually, that's not too bad. Flare. Again, this is the raid wide. Another raid wide. I think we've seen everything he's gonna throw at us. I think it's now just like a different rotation of his mechanics. So fire, obviously stand out of that. This is Dance Dance Revolution. You can stay, move out, go back in, stay, you out. That one's not bad at all. Okay, he's gonna do harp, which means get out. And then back to dancing. Basically, I'm just moving out whenever it's going to be cold, and then I just move right back in. So I'm not even worried about like all the other elements. I'm just focused on which ones are the cold one. That's easy. That's an easy read. I'm curious to see how much experience he's going to get us. All right, it's going to be lightning first. Obviously, it's going to rotate and then hit that one immediately, and then it'll be ice. And then fire, so we're safe here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Say goodbye to those platforms. And this is the easy version, by the way. There's the more difficult version with the coordinated group, but then you have somebody calling all the shots and what to do and where to stand. We're getting pushed. I'm just gonna stand here, actually. All right, that works. I popped my... Everybody has an ability that prevents their character from getting pushed or knocked back. Anyways, I just used mine. There we go. Easy. Now, I will say, so Baja, from the Shadowbringers expansion, their field operation, which very much had the same sort of like Alliance raid culmination, kind of better. And I only say that because of the story aspect. Because there's actually a very strong narrative that you're following while you're doing that. And this is, again, the story here is just kind of very like adventure, explorer. You're kind of like looking up a lost kingdom sort of place. Am I gonna res this dude? I'll do it. Okay, or not. But it has, like, the Baja one has a really fun story that has like implications for like the overall 14 narrative. This is just kind of like an adventure, like a no-named adventure. Okay, got his thing. We're gonna keep going. Ooh, do we get to go to the top of the tower? Loot! Not loot. It's just, this is probably all just lore. Okay. Yeah, this is just like a bunch of like little knickknacks. I wonder if this is just a bunch of like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy V stuff. Cool. So there's two. Hang on, we're gonna read that tablet. We're gonna get the survey point first. Okay, so that's the lore entry for this, I guess, room. And then the Apocrypha tablet here. It's just like, yeah, you can't read it. It's like, thanks, so why'd you make me click on it? Huh, okay, this is cool. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the back of the base camp or the tower entrance? Passage to the tower entrance. I think that maybe that's the back at the beginning. How much experience did we get for clearing that? Let's see. Okay, so we got 800 silver. Is decent. We got 80 of these tomes, which is decent. Where's the XP? We got almost 3,000 experience for our white mage, which honestly, that's pretty good considering the critical engagements fights. I think you get around like 700, so getting almost 3,000, definitely worth it. All right, let's go back to the expedition camp because now we should be able to finish off the story here. And we should be able to unlock the EX mode. Wisdom's End. Now later on they might add like an update to the zone, like adding more, like another phantom job or something like that. Okay, they want to talk to us outside. The story's kind of whatever to me. Okay, here we get. So for these amulets, this is what we get. I think you can earn these outside of this. Some of these look okay. Yeah, you can earn some of these outside of it. Dude, these would look so much better on a female character. Male characters get shafted when it comes to fashion. It's just the way it is. Okay, none of these are worth it. You can earn these outside by spending your gold or silver. Other, here we go. A duck-billed porter whistle. So this is a mount. 500. We just got 14 from one run. 500. Holy shit. That's a lot. I bet you get I bet you get a bunch more. Like probably around 100 for clearing the EX mode. So maybe there's a reason why doing it. Again, if you want this mount, which I can't say I do. And then there's this. I already had that barding. Never mind. There's a framer kit. Look back. Oh, this is you want your character to kind of be like a little model and to like have an animation where they look back all sexy. This is gonna sell really well for an emote. Although I think you can get these things in treasure chests because this Bun and the Beautiful hair, maybe not. Anyways, these are reasons why you like rerun the content. Ooh, the lantern. This is what I want. Maybe you can earn these inside treasure chests instead. I don't know if these are exclusive to with this currency, but this is like a guaranteed way to get it. And then you can also get some field notes to, I guess, like figure or fill out your collection. Okay. Some housing stuff. You need a house for that, by the way, which I don't have. Maybe some of these rewards for like rerunning it are good. I think they're kind of balls though, especially because I think you can earn these outside of the tower. 14 is not very good with its reward structure. Let's finish off the story. We did get a Cult Blink though. Cool. Let's leave the area and let's finish off this story. Where are they? Oh, they're literally right at the dock. Okay. I do like how we have like a staging area here where you'll see other players just like hanging around. And there's like no combat, no countdown timer, or like an instance. It's like a peaceful little outpost. I don't really know what to call it. We got our boat there. Not enough boat action in this game, by the way. I feel like we should be able to do more things with boats. What do you got for us, lass? We're telling him something. I don't know what. I have no idea what's going on in the conversation. We're skippers. We're gonna skip. Learning of your victories, orders the thorough inspection of the ship, soon concluding that the vessel will be ready to sail. I have no idea what this expedition was about or what we were trying to achieve here or what we found out. It's just good vibes. I guess this is everybody who's been a part of the expedition that has been like standing around. This dude was in the MSQ. He was pretty cool. Since our arrival on these shores, we've all toiled long and hard. Okay. Oh, this is supposed to be based off of what is it called? The Bermuda Triangle. That was it. So like that's what it's like real life history is like kind of loosely tied to. We have cheering voice acting, but not actual voice acting. Good. But before you start celebrating, I've got a request. Not a word of this expedition is to leave this isle. All we've seen, all we've learned, stays with us. It's okay. Ah, what? Huh. Course. But I mean going home empty-handed. But don't worry. This was my decision. And there's... So everybody's going home empty-handed, but don't you guys worry. This is my fault. The knowledge in those towers is just too dangerous. We've all seen the consequences when it falls into the wrong hands. Okay. I'd be pissed. Yeah, I'd be this guy right here. Oh, wait. So you're saying we'll be the ones who know of what happened on this legendary last adventure? No, God, no. This is so dumb. This guy is just happy that we had an adventure, and that's payment enough. Nope, I'm out. Stupid. Everybody's too optimistic and happy in this game. It's like, if this was like a real ship, like a real crew, this would be like grounds for like mutiny. They'd string them up. They risked their lives. They've been away for a long time. And then they can't talk about what they've learned about? That's ridiculous. Andre's right. We need to play darker games. Mature games with blood. Yeah. Let's skip. Let's see if we just... I think this will just unlock the extreme version. Long story short, the Baja story, much better. Characters are better. Payoff is better. This dude's like a kind of like a legendary figure that was part of a lot of lore. So you're like, this was like his last hurrah, sort of. But yeah, that is the Occult Crescent, South Horn, North Horn. That is, oh, is that him in his younger days? But yeah, that's that whole story complete. Now it's just kind of a rinse and repeat. Go back there and either finish grinding out your relic weapon, which we've already done all those steps, so we don't need to do that anymore. All those other rewards, because all those stuff that we can earn in Northhorn, you can take it and then sell it on the market board for a lot of gil. So it's a great money maker. I've just played for so long that I have 94 million gil. That's a lot of gil. This game does have a problem with like gil sinks and making gil worthwhile to actually want to go get, but it's also really easy to earn gil too. So it's like a weird currency. Where like it's pretty, there's just not a, ooh. Oh, I can just join in from right here. Cool. But yeah, you just, not a lot of things to spend gil on. Like one of the best gil sinks is actually housing, because you got to buy furniture, you got to buy the plot, and then they're always adding in housing items that you craft or whatever. And then, you know, most people are just going to buy them because crafting is crafting. Problem is, not everybody can get housing. So it's just like you're keeping people from spending gil. So you just earn gil, earn gil, earn gil. And then now you end up with 94 million, which you just get over time. But yeah, shit. That's it. I think we've done everything we wanted to do. This person sitting on this box? Oh, this is an NPC. Let's get out of here. And so that is, man, I gotta tell you guys, I had a great time coming back to 14 for this, going through it. And now, again, it's just kind of on repeat. So nothing new. But I'm glad we spent 3 days kind of grinding out. Hopefully showed off why that sort of content is my favorite. Kind of has the most like MMO feel to it, where, you know, you'll see people that are there all the time and you'll recognize them. So you get like a little bit of like spontaneous community interaction that, you know, the other parts of the game really don't facilitate. It's always a populated zone where you're playing with other players, but you're not required to team up with them. So it just gives you that feeling of being like, again, in an MMO where there's a community, they're all doing stuff, and you can see everybody doing it, you're all working towards like the same task. And then the cherry on top, somebody else is already up here. Get away. Actually, I really like this glam. Looks really good. But then like the cherry on top is it culminates in the Fork Tower or some Alliance raid, which is exclusive to this content where, again, you have to have the knowledge level, you got to go through the story, you got to put in that time and that investment, and you got to be in the zone to then meet up with everybody and then go, take on the raid, which that was fun. That was a good raid. I'll be doing it a lot more. It's just I don't feel like I need to stream it. But yeah, that's 14. For a while. Next time we're going to be touching 14 is probably when Beastmaster comes out, and we'll go through that whole process because Beastmaster is going to work where you start at level 1, the max level is 50, so you got to go through the levels, and then we have to collect, our beast, our animals. I don't know if you have to level up your animals. I'm not actually too sure. But then there's like a Beastmaster challenge roguelike mode where you like start on a node, you complete a fight, and then it like branches. Either if like you want to rest or do another fight. Anyways, got this whole different like game mode, a game within a game. And so we'll go through that. We'll see what that's all about. That actually might take even longer than this. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm very interested in Beastmaster. And then obviously, other than that for 14, we're still not done with the story for Dawn Trail. There's like a part 2 for like the 7.5 story. So we're waiting on that as well. And then after that, I think we'll just be waiting around for Evercold, which comes out in January. Probably late January, whenever they, a company announces, oh, we're going to be releasing our game in X month. It's usually like the last week of that month. So more like February probably is what you really think about when it comes to Evercold. But if we do anything in between, it'll probably just return back to our leveling up character, which we just finished the A Realm Reborn story. And we'll continue with our cat girl if we feel like playing more 14 after all that stuff. But that's it for me today. Next week we will do, I think we're doing Final Fantasy Tactics, and I think we're doing XCOM 2 with a little bit of Baldur's Gate. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. This has been an absolute blast, and everybody have a good weekend and happy Friday. See you next week.